And joining us now from Shepparton is ABC reporter Josie Taylor. Josie, when is the flood expected to peak in Shepparton?
Well, Lee, we're here on the banks of the Goulburn River. As you can probably see behind me, the floodwaters are moving really quickly. Just over the last couple of hours, they've really stepped up. We had to move from another location because police were concerned that the waters were rising so quickly. They're expected to continue to do so overnight and to peak at about 10 to 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's when, at that time, where I'm standing here now, rather than being on dry ground, they're telling us that we'll be at least waist high, if not chest high, in water. The Goulburn River is expected to peak at about 11 metres. And that's not just the only river in town. The Broken River is also expected to peak at that time. So two very swollen rivers here in Shepparton and a bad day expected tomorrow.
And given how quickly they're moving, Josie, what are residents there being told to do tonight?
Well, today the Army and the SES were door knocking at two locations south of Shepparton. They're telling their residents there that about 200 homes could be threatened if the floodwaters continue to rise as high as we're being told they will be. Also in town, about 100 residents along the banks of those rivers are being told to start thinking about evacuating their homes. They're being told that they may have to move very quickly, so take livestock, pets and valuables and move them to high ground.
What's the mood like there in Shepparton where you are?
Lee, it really depends on who you talk to and where you are. Certainly, even while we've been standing here, locals have just been wandering down and staring in awe at the river, at this massive water that's moving through their city. They haven't seen water like this for more than 15 years. Certainly, we went to one farm that was completely submerged. The farmer, in fact, took us on a tour on the front of his tractor through his property, and yet he was simply overjoyed. He said you just can't criticise the damage that these floodwaters may bring because of the huge benefits they're bringing, not just to his farm, but to the whole region. On the other hand, some residents have told a town meeting tonight that they're not getting enough information, that they're very anxious, and there is a town meeting at Maroopna at about 9:30 tomorrow morning, just near Shepparton, for people in that area.
So how long is this flood expected to continue, and what other towns are under threat?
Well, as you can see behind me, that the floodwaters are moving really quickly and they will continue to do so, but they may rise very quickly. They don't always recede so quickly. We're told that here, when they peak at about 10 o'clock tomorrow, that's anticipated at that time, they could well stay at that height for another 8 to 9 hours. Certainly in Wangaratta, the waters there have peaked, but residents there are still being evacuated and others are being told they may well be evacuated. So Shepparton's a real hot spot here, moving to the mid-west of the state. Horsham is another hot spot. The Wimmera River there is expected to peak also early tomorrow morning. Residents there are on standby. But certainly back in Shepparton, we're told that the town will be looking very different early tomorrow morning.
OK, Josie Taylor will keep monitoring it. Thank you for bringing us up to date.